All right, guys, today we've got a follow-up review for the Wildside Beard Company. Stay tuned. Hey guys, Brian Haywood here. Welcome back to my Beards and Banjos YouTube channel where we discuss tips and tricks for your beards. We do some product reviews and unboxings. We also have a beard advice series where you guys can send in a couple of pictures to me to the email address you see below. I take a look at it for a few weeks. You get featured in your own beard advice series video with a couple of options to consider. But today we've got a follow-up review for the Wildside Beard Company. We did an unboxing on their products a couple of weeks ago. I got one full-size balm and oil, and then I got their sampler pack. I love sample packs. Okay, so right now they're a relatively new company, but they already have 8 scents. That's a lot to choose from. So they're doing a lot of things the right way. I did find several of those scents that I liked and be talking about those. But the prices on them is traditionally it's $14 for the oil, $14 for the balm. Pretty easy to remember the prices on that. And I do have something cool to share with you. It's my very first ever discount code, Banjos 15. So if you put in Banjos 15, you can save 15% off your order. Also, if you get $50, then you can get free shipping on that. You've got to put in the code SHIPFREE50. All right, so use Banjos 15 for 15% off. SHIPFREE50. If you spend $50, you get free shipping. And you can check them out at wildsidebeard.com. And they're in the process of revamping their website and really getting that going, putting their scent profiles on and having everything through that. Right now, when you click on the shop now, it takes you to their Etsy site. All right, so they're working on getting that part going. They've also been great about getting their name out in the community. Lots of folks have done some reviews on the Wildside Beard Company, so you can check those out to get a different perspective. But let's talk about those 8 scents. I actually have tried all 8 scents. I get to share that with you. The sampler pack, by the way, you get the little 1 gram container there. So there's 8 scents for $14 before you put in a discount code. So really great to check them all out. Good size here. You get to use them, depending on how much you use, at least 4 times. And that's if you've got a big beard and you're used to using full dropper kind of things. I would say more, probably like 5 to 7 times, depending on how much you use. But let's talk about the Biker's Breakfast. And the Biker's Breakfast, by the way, these are good quality ingredients: jojoba oil, rosehip oil, sweet almond oil, argan oil, vitamin E oil, scented with premium grade essential oils. So no mention of fragrance oils on that if you're interested in that. This one, and lots of scents in it. So they're complex scents too. They're not just your run-of-the-mill 1 scent or 2 scents mixed together. This one is coffee, leather, tobacco, and vanilla. Sounded right up my alley. Happened to be that this one I didn't like. We have a lot of other hits coming. For some reason, for me, I just don't like it. I don't really have a big reason. Something about the leather in it, I think. Anyhow, it didn't work for me, but the sample pack saved the day. So we'll get to that in just a second. The balm is a nice medium hold. It's around a 3 out of 5 as far as the hold level on it. So perfect combination there to get started since they don't have butters or any of that stuff yet. Let's talk about some of the other scents here. One of my favorite is Simple Man. And by the way, a lot of these other ones, I really would consider them like everyday kind of scents. That's what they are like for me. They are coming out with some new ones, hopefully 2 over the next couple months. One of them is a little more on the cologne-ish side, but most of the rest of these, they're kind of good everyday scents. Simple Man is actually one of my favorite, and I don't think I've ever smelled one just like this before, but it's vanilla, lemon, and chai tea. And you think, oh, it's going to be real lemony, and it's not real lemony. You get more of the chai tea and the vanilla. So that's a really good one. I highly recommend that Simple Man. Okay, in fact, they'll probably I'll probably do a video coming up. I'm going to be doing a top 10 video, but I might do another video which kind of talks about good everyday scents. I'll probably mention at least one of these, especially that Simple Man. Another good one is called Rebel Yell. All right, why are you yelling? Because it's got that cinnamon in it. No, it doesn't really burn them or anything like that, but it does have cinnamon, vanilla, cedarwood, and sandalwood. Several of these have sandalwood, but that's not what sticks around the longest. A lot of times I don't prefer sandalwood. I don't like it kind of lingering around, but I really didn't notice sandalwood in any of them myself. But this one's really cinnamon and the cedar is what you get most of. You get the cinnamon to start when you get a nice cedar. I really like that one. Lots of good kind of woodsy kind of scents. Okay, Wildside kind of makes sense that way. And let's talk about some more of their woodsy scents. So they have two in particular that are just kind of in your face woodsy. One of them is called Naughty Pine, and that one is pine, cedar, and sandalwood. Smells just like you think it would. Okay, it's one of those woodsy scents. I'm going back and revisiting woodsy scents. Now that we've got a lot more companies, the companies owners are kind of upping their game with their complexity. I'm going back and trying some of these more complex woodsy scents. I'm actually a fan of them. Unlike, 2016, that's really the only option you had was a woodsy scent. You're supposed to smell like a pine tree. That's not the case these days. The Naughty Pine, however, is pretty piney if you're into that. The other one, sorry for darting in and out of the camera here, is called Duck Blind. All right, and that one's woodsy as well, but it's pine, and then you get tea tree, sandalwood, cedar, jasmine, and peppermint. And I've noticed I like cedarwood a lot. I also like the woodsy scents when it's got a little peppermint and also a little tea tree to kind of lighten it, brighten the scent up a little bit. This one is my favorite out of those two that have pine in it. I really do like the Duck Blind. It's pretty complex for a woodsy scent. That tea tree and the cedar and the peppermint go well for me. It kind of matches some of the stuff I like. All right, and then we've got a couple other ones here. Dreamsicle Delight. You might think, oh, that's going to be a creamsicle. It's going to be orange and vanilla. No, it's not. It is citrusy, but this one is, sorry, there's so many scents I had to take notes on it. Orange, it does have orange, but it also has grapefruit, lemon, bergamot, frankincense, eucalyptus. Guys, that's getting really complex. Basically what I get out of it is a good citrus scent. So it's not just orange. You get the lemon and the grapefruit as well. All right, so kind of a good all-around citrus, and then the eucalyptus and frankincense kind of gives it a little more complexity. The eucalyptus kind of lightens it a little bit more. Okay, we got two more. The next one is Sailor Sunset, and that one is lemongrass, bamboo, and teak. Okay, I'm figuring out that I like teak quite a bit. That's kind of just a wood scent, teak wood, but it also kind of lends itself more towards cologne-ish kind of things. But this one is your lemongrass scent. So if you're a big fan of lemongrass, okay, this is lemongrass, bamboo, and teak. Good combination for you if that's your thing. I'm not huge on lemongrass. And then the last one we have is called Campfire Candy. And on that one, that's vanilla, mocha, chocolate, tobacco, and coffee. So it's kind of like a s'mores and coffee kind of thing. Because the mocha and the chocolate is what you kind of get the most of. And then you get a little bit more of that something, kind of the campfire-ish kind of thing on the very end of it. It's not bad. I don't like chocolate in my beard, I found out. So the mocha and chocolate thing, that kind of sticks around in my beard. And as much as I like to eat chocolate, I don't really like it in my beard quite as much. All right, so, but it is, a lot of people have reviewed that one as well, and they seem to like it. All right, so 8 great scents. You can hear the complexity. You also hear that a lot of them are kind of like your good everyday scents. I highly recommend you get the sample pack, guys. Spend the $14, use the Banjos 15, get your 15% off, and you get to try all of them multiple times, about 5 times each at least, and see which ones you want to go back and stock up on. A lot of new stuff coming from them. We got a couple of new scents. They're also revamping the website. Once they do that, they're going to start offering the oil bomb combos. So they'll probably be running some specials on that. Make sure you're following Wildside on Instagram so you can see all their posts and all their special deals that they have and all the scents that they're coming out with. And I think that's all I've got. I hope you've enjoyed this. A lot of information coming at you, but a great new company that's definitely worth checking out. Thanks very much, and we'll see you on the next one.